Okay, we are back here in the shop. Just want to say it's been a little bit longer than I thought it would be before we got back to do our next video, but we're here. If you notice, big door's up, so that can only mean one thing. Weather's good. Lies. Nothing but lies. I literally am standing here, not freezing yet, but came to the shop, wanted to make content the last 3 weeks, and we've had nothing but snow, nothing but horrible winter weather. Reminds me of why I moved down south, but now we're back up here in north, and really the south ain't no better. So this is where we at. I need to basically shovel my way out of the shop and get the shop cleared so I can actually warm it up in here, see what we're dealing with, and see what we can go get to next. Weather still isn't the greatest. We're still under freezing, and yeah, just we're back. So got a path out, truck's out the way, and we're able to film now. So welcome back. I am once again sorry for us not being able to get as many videos out as I would have loved to, but we are all back and we are good to go. So this video, just like the other ones, I just want to go over what a full month of content has done for me. If you guys are new here, my name is Walter Lee Thomas III, aka Showtime. I race this beautiful car back here behind me, the nice, beautiful 2005 blue Chevy Cavalier. That's the heater going off, so I don't have to yell at you guys now. And just welcome. Just overly excited that this many people have loved the story so far, and I hope I'm able to keep providing the story and telling you guys just more about me, where I plan to go, and hopefully you guys can enjoy the journey with me. So we'll go ahead and get started here. We'll start with Instagram. I mainly wanted to come out of the box this year and just do something different. I wanted to make sure I, if not every day, every other day, posted at least one piece of content a day, whether it was something trendy, something showing, my personality, or just showing, more about my story and, like I said, where I'm going, where I plan to go, and just kind of get better about being in front of the camera or seeing what I can create from, old stock videos. Because overall, deal behind this, I really want to get good with just being consistent. So bare minimum, I wanted to post, and if you hear my phone going off, it's literally because of, I think I went kind of a little bit viral here. But I literally wanted to post bare minimum 31 pieces of content across all my platforms, just because that's at least one piece of content a day. Now there's been certain days where I went 3 to 4 to maybe even 5 posting a day to make sure we were, catching up the days where I wasn't able to post as much. So like I said, we'll start with the Instagram, and this is at WT3 Racing. I believe this month we started at 263 followers. And man, we are currently, I set a goal to hit 500, which that was huge for me, just because it was basically a page that was live dormant. I had it, but hadn't really used it to its full potential. And I literally started the very first post by saying that I hadn't been using it up to its full potential, just because it's only geared towards cars and this race car and me racing and trying to figure out ways that, I can be able to go racing full time. So we started at 263 January 1st. Currently, without us getting any more dings, we are sitting at 1,151. You know how crazy that is? Like, and well over 133,200 views for the last 30 days. Are you kidding? Like, what? And I've got one particular post now that's brought in well over 500 of those followers, and that was me explaining how I do dirty jobs to pay for my race cars, and the dirty jobs being I'm a welder by day, and I own a small little valet trash business at night where I literally collect trash bags and throw them away in the on-property dumpsters. So I think a lot of people relate to that content because really across the board on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, I feel like it resonated with a lot of people because it's something real, and it's something that a lot of people might look over. It's one of those jobs where unless you're in it, you don't really realize how important it is for somebody collecting your trash. But it's something that I do and wouldn't mind actually growing it a little bit more here in the future. So those are the numbers for the Instagram, and even by that, I was able to grow a little bit on my personal page. Not very much, but still, we finally got over 1,900 followers on there. So the next one is our TikTok. Our TikTok goal was 2,000 followers, which, you know, we fell a little short, but we still were able to gain a lot in this time frame. So I believe we started at 1,039. We are currently at 1,253. Sustainable. Like yo, this is, and we've still got, you know, about the same amount on here, well over 30 something posts for the month of January. So it just shows you, like, the more you're at bat, the more. And also too, I will say this, I'm trying to get a couple others to understand this as well that are in my circle when we talk about this stuff. You could be putting up numbers with what you post about and what you talk about, but if it's not building up and telling your story and why people should follow you, it's basically like going up there to bat and literally just swinging and missing, swinging and missing, swinging and missing, and you're not even trying to read what the pitcher's throwing at you. And basically what I mean with the analogy is, if you're posting just content that either doesn't have your face or doesn't, you know, progress your story or give a reason for people to follow you, why would they follow you, right? Are you entertaining? Is the story something I want to get behind? Is this somebody I want to support? Is this somebody I want to watch and see if they're going to do it, or if they're going to be able to get to the point to where they're wanting to get to? So, you know, and I feel like we had a lot more hits at the bat and home runs just because I actually was able to study what seems to work for my page and what people like. So I'm in the cars. The people who, you know, more or less like what I post are also in the cars. And blue collar work is also naturally, they're more in tune to be with, you know, liking cars. So between the blue collar work and also the car culture, I've been able to tap into both by talking about what I do for a living and my aspirations of being a full-time race car driver. So those are the numbers for TikTok. And I actually, funny enough, had a post where I'll go on here and just tell other drivers, man, you're not posting enough about your racing and your race cars. And this last particular one was very interesting. It went from me describing, you know, I want you to show me your race cars, and I got more comments than I did likes on this particular post. I got 62 likes and 140 comments, and it's just nothing but people showing their race cars, or their dad's race car, or their uncle's race car. I love it. I do. There's some cool ass race cars out here, man. So I always like to remind the racers, especially on TikTok, man, you're not posting enough. So I want you to post more. I want to see that race car. I want to know the race car's name. Like, this is groundbreaker. Tell me what makes your car unique. What's cool about it? You know? So that's TikTok. That's Instagram. YouTube. Our YouTube goal for the month was to hit, I believe, 300 subscribers. And the cool thing about this was I hit that the next day after I posted that I wanted to hit 300. Was not planning on that. So we actually ended the month at, another follower on Instagram just now, we actually hit 444. I believe we got up a little bit higher. I lost a couple subscribers, but all good. Overall views, 69.6 thousand views. So damn near 70,000 views for the month of January. And I'm still surprised by this one. I did about the same thing with posting, nearly every day, sometimes multiple times a day, to just more or less just make sure I'm constantly getting on people's just For You pages are just popping up. And I actually had somebody comment on here and say, hey, whatever you're doing, you're constantly popping up on my timeline, so you're doing something right. So I guess I'm doing something right. So this month's goals in February, I really want to make sure we're back on the weekly process of whether it's me sitting down with you guys, kind of going over numbers and strategy of what I want to post and how it's doing for the people. And two, as the weather gets a little bit better, I would like to get into some of the projects that I've got going on. I've got a pair of headers for my friend KJ that I want to start working on. Got to redo some welds on it, so I'll show you kind of the process of that. Also, to start to work on the race car as well, as the weeks get a little bit warmer, I hope, because we got a couple things, nothing like really serious, but some little cosmetic stuff that we need to fix on the race car. But I just really want to try and wait for it to get a little bit warmer out here, because all I've got is a kerosene heater, and kerosene is not the cheapest, and I don't even really want to be out here necessarily if I don't have to, because it's cold as hell. So with the weekly content, I want to make sure we're doing that, and just continue to tell the story, man. I just really am glad, and want to get into giveaways for you guys, because without you guys, I don't think I'll be able to do a lot of this stuff. So just to show my appreciation, I really want to showcase the merch of the Cavalier, as so many of you love to talk about it, whether it's the Sunfire jokes or the other GM jokes. I love it. Just keep commenting, man. I love it. Or recently the tricycle joke, where I had the video where I was talking about the three-wheeler. I said tricycle in the video, and oh my god, people lost their shit over that. So it's all good though. It's all in jest. So race schedule is officially out, so we have our dates that we should be out. I'm just gonna say it now, the April dates. If you plan on coming to our April races, there is a 99.9% chance it will get rained out. I am just letting you know that now. Those dates are subject to change, just because the last 4 years that I've done stuff with this particular series, 9 times out of 10 it rains out like every day in April. So if you are planning on coming, just let you know, if you do have to take off work or anything else, there are going to be dates that'll probably be set later in the season, just to make those up in case that happens. What else we got here? We told the story, begin to work on car, people on for the journey, giveaways for support, race schedule, and I guess all in all, this month of January has taught me just stay consistent with telling the people what it is that you want. I joke about I don't want to get dirty forever, and that is a very true statement. Behind every joke there is some true shit. I do not want to get dirty forever, and I want to find a way to be able to support my racing without my brute force. I want to use more of my mind and figure out ways that I can partner with local businesses around here in Indy and even further out, to be able to showcase that not only can I bring value to them and they can bring value to me, but that we can build up a community base and work and do stuff together, if that makes sense. So if we can find ways to do that and I can eat off that, man, I'd be tickled pink. I don't need to go up to pro stock. I don't need to go to anything. If I could just bracket race for the rest of my life in my dad's car, dream come true. Like I don't need anything else. This is literally all I want to do for the rest of my life. But there are a couple little side quests I wouldn't mind. But if this is it, and we can find ways to just afford to do this on a week-to-week basis, a month-to-month basis, and travel all around the country and do it, that's all I'm asking for. So as always, I would love to find ways to partner with companies. If you guys are interested, please feel free to hit me up, comment, hit me up on any of my social media links. I'm sure all of them are below. The guy editing me will put those under there and have you guys be able to find a way to get a hold of me. But I think this is going to end today's video. Like I said, I'm currently freezing. My feet feel like bricks, kind of hungry. So I guess I'm going to go to my favorite spot, Taco Bell. And go get me a chalupa or two. So till next week, guys, and like I said, next week, rain, sleet, or snow, there will be a video. I owe you guys about 2 to 3 videos. So I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, I appreciate you guys coming back. Walter Lee Thomas, aka Showtime. Love to see you guys. See you in the next one.